Namaskar, my name is Sheikh Mohammad Rafiq, entrepreneur and a business analyst. Today I'm going to talk about the top 10 powerful types of branding to elevate your business or individual brand values. So, if you are an entrepreneur or if you have a startup business or you may be a celebrity or a politician, then this video will going to help to increase your brand values if you implement one of these branding methods. So let's start with the number one powerful branding methods, that is corporate branding. This is one of the more reputation focused types of branding. So in this branding, you talk about your company brand or individual name. It doesn't talk about the product, service, and other things. And this kind of branding, corporate branding, once you succeed, you get a long-term effect. That means if you are in focusing corporate branding method in your business or individual brand values, if you add any additional services or if you want to open additional another brands of your company in latter part, in that case you don't have to spend much money for branding and marketing because till the time you will already have a brand value in the market. So this is one of the sophisticated marketing methods, I'll say. Number two is personal branding. This is usually refers to branding your individual person. So personal branding is particularly important for celebrities, politicians, or maybe a digital marketing persons or in professionals who want to market themselves, their names, so that usually because it benefits them in their career to be endorsed. So social media is a powerful tool when you build a personal brand because you have the ability to reach a wide audience while speaking from personal platform. So the social media can be a good method to build your personal brand values. Third number, I'll talk about the product branding. Let's say you have a 10 company or 10 service in under your umbrella on for you as a person you give 10 service. So you can brand for a particular products or service. Sometimes what happens if you are doing 10 things, but it must be one things where you are very good, the specialized for. So you should focus on the particular uh, product or services where you are exclusively good, and nobody can beat the uh, price or service quality. So if you're sure for a particular products, so better I'll suggest to branding on that particular brand. So once your own brand become popular, one brand become favorite to the customers, then uh, it is easy to sell other product because there are a lot of example in the market. If you say if you go for a juice brand, if you buy a tetra packet of juice of a branded company, let's say you're buying your orange flavor, but here you'll see they have written try our other flavors also. Well, maybe strawberry, pineapples, and guava, and etc. So this is how sometimes they brand one product, and then once they become famous, they push other products to the customers, and it's become easy because already one brand is popular. So that is product branding. Number four is geographical branding. Geographical branding is one of my favorite because this method works especially for tourism sector. So if you are in tourism industry, this type of branding is for you. So geographical branding focus on the unique trails of a specific area or a region as the selling point of particular place and why you should visit. So let's say I'm being a tourism company owners, tourism professionals. If I want to sell Egypt as a destination, so I will use Egyptian pyramids because pyramids is the famous place, famous attraction in Egypt. So in your market, in my marketing materials or way of marketing, I can use this name focus a particular geographical area. In India also, there are a lot of examples. Let's say if you want to go to Darjeeling, you go to Darjeeling before you enter the Darjeeling border, you can see that there are beautifully designed signboard where it's written "I love Darjeeling." A lot of other tourist destinations following that. Tourists go there, people, it's look beautiful and it's written in a very beautiful place as well. You go there, you take a selfie, you took a pictures of this particular branding, and people share in the social media. It's become famous automatically. So this is a kind of branding. Number five is online branding, also referred as internet banking. This type of branding refers how you position your company or your name online. This could be a building a specialized or beautiful website or establish a social media presence, or you can say publishing a blogs, anything that happens on the web under your name, that is online branding. And number six is offline branding. Offline branding is very simple methods and traditional method. So if you have a good products and service ready, you can simply hire a salesperson or sales team to sell your product. And there are other methods also nowadays. It's become easy. There are a lot of consulting firm. Uh, uh, they call this sales consulting. So if you want to hire a sales consultant, you can do that where there will be no monetary liability because they will be selling a product and they'll take commissions and the remuneration whatever you decide. Number seven is co-branding. Co-branding is a method where two or more products, more company come together and do branding. There are a lot of company nowadays doing these things. That means there should be a similarity of uh, both services. And I'll give you an example. Another Uber. Uber, everybody knows the taxi booking apps. So Uber has a tie-up with the Spotify, the music channel, music streaming apps. So once you book taxi through Uber, you get automatically notifications on the Uber app only with the link. You can simply click and go to Spotify music streaming apps, and you can listen to music and your favorite channels, your favorite tracks. So this is how branding works. And the number eight is service branding. Service branding is this type of branding put strong emphasis on the customer. It's like adding additional value to the existing service. So let's say you have a food products, you have fruit juice products. So what you can do is you can add little bit of quantity and market that way. That 20% extra, 15% extra. Now then you can see in the market a lot of companies doing that. So like giving extra to the customer with the existing price. Like if you book a airlines tickets, not every airlines. There are a few airlines which they provide meals inside the aircraft. It's free. So you're paying for this air ticket, but you are getting extra service, that's meal. So it is like adding the extra values, extra service. And there are other example. There are traditional example. I can say almost everybody experience this. If you go to vegetable vendors, you'll see a lot of vegetable vendors after processing your vegetables, so they will try to give some extra, maybe few green chilies or two bundles of extra dhania. So this is the pure example. This is daily you can experience. Almost everybody experience this. It's giving extra to the customer, so the customers become loyal to you and come again and again to buy a product. Number nine is the ingredient branding. When you highlight the achievement of one specific ingredient within the products or specific brands, it becomes easy to market or branding or sell enter whole business. Kind of, I'll give you an example. Let's say Intel Insight. If you heard about this, if you have seen in TV also, uh, it's called music, and then this simply say Intel Insight. So Intel Insight is a ingredient. Intel is a company. Intel produce a lot of things. They have a lot of accessories. They have mobile phones as well, but they didn't publish any of these their full product. They have branded own ingredient, that is motherboard in Intel Insight. Normally, if you purchase a computer or laptops, the motherboard normally comes from the Intel. Intel is the brand who are very famous worldwide, the motherboard. So they used to brand for the Intel Insight, and once it become famous, now automatically they are able to sell other products. So maybe similar example I can give you. Let's say you are producing fruit juice, and there are own ingredient which boost immunity. So now let's say it's in pandemic situations. So immune boosting foods, is a very interesting product to talk about. So you can talk about particular ingredient which you add in the fruit juice, which helps immunity boosting. So by talking about a particular ingredient, you can become you can become success in other product as well. So this is how the ingredient branding works. And the number 10 is activist branding. Activist branding is, yes, of course, it's very effective, and you get result immediately. And I'll tell a story, live story. I have been to this activist branding for few months actually. Before I started my career, I was in college in Delhi. So that time I used to work part time. I used to work for a project base. So I worked for 3 months in a particular company. uh, the company used to sell gutka. The lot of company now sell gutka, pan masala, like Rajnigandha, Signature, Bimal, and a lot of other things. So I'll not name on that brand. That was actually a Delhi-based company. It is very product came from very big company. So we used to activate, we used to activist branding for particular own brand, that is gutka. So what we did is, uh, I was a supervisor, so I used to handle a team of 20 people uh, to doing this activist branding. So क्या करते थे, गुटखा, आपको पता है कि गुटखा कहाँ पे बेचती है? गुटखा पान के दुकान में मिलते हैं, पान वाले के पास. So my team, I used to get ready at 8 o'clock in the morning. सब अपना 20 activists, that means my 20 promotional executives used to stand in a in front of 20 पान की दुकान. So जब दुकान के पास जाते, फर्स्ट थिंग्स वाज टू इंटरेक्ट विद द पानवाड़ी पान के दुकानदार. we used to talk about their benefits first. Yeah, what happens, I come from this company, मुझे आपके यहाँ पे दिन भर खड़ा होना है और प्रमोशनल एक्टिविटीज करेंगे, तो इसमें आपको भी फायदा है, हमारे कंपनी में ब्रांडिंग करेंगे और आपका भी कुछ सेलिंग, आपका सेल आज बढ़ाएंगे जरूर। गुटखा गुटखा कंपनी का जो भी कस्टमर आएगा उनसे आपका सेल बढ़ेगा, हम ऐसी एक्टिविटी करेंगे। तो उसको क्या करते थे हम, पहले ही 2-3 पैकेट उसको दुकान में रखते थे, ऐसा नहीं चाहिए, आप दुकान में रखो, जो भी कस्टमर आएगा हम सेल करेंगे, उसमें आपको फायदा मिलेगा। तो क्या करते थे, जब कस्टमर आते, कोई भी कस्टमर आए गुटखा मांगे, तो पहला हम उसको बोलते, भैया आप कौन सा ब्रांड खाते हैं? कोई बोलता है कि मैं शेखर खाता हूँ और दूसरा ब्रांड खाता हूँ, तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि अपना ब्रांड को हम उसको देते, भैया ये कंपनी है, ये अदर जगह में तो चल रहा है, यहाँ पे नया है, बट बहुत ही बेहतर है, आप जो ब्रांड खाते हैं उससे भी बेहतर है, अच्छा टेस्ट है, और आपके लिए आज फ्री सैंपल है, आप एक बार टेस्ट करके देखिए आपको कैसा लगता है, आप मुझे फीडबैक दीजिए। सो फ्री में मिल रहा है तो हर कोई बंदा सोचेगा खा लेते हैं। एक बार खा लिया, एक पैकेट खाया उसने, खराब तो नहीं लगेगा क्योंकि हमने कंपनी उसी हिसाब से बनाया कि लोगों को पसंद आए। तो खाने के बाद पसंद आया, उसको दुकान में आया था, कितना मान के चलो 5 पैकेट खरीदने के लिए, 5 पैकेट का दाम 10 रुपये, तो भैया 5 पैकेट खरीदना चला आपका ब्रांड, तो आप मेरा ब्रांड खरीदते हैं तो आज 5 रुपये में, सॉरी 10 रुपये 5 पैकेट, 10 रुपये में 10 पैकेट देंगे, दैट मीन्स आधे दाम पे, मतलब एडिशनल 5 पैकेट हम एक्स्ट्रा दिया उसको। इससे क्या होता है, उसने इमीडिएट तो खाया है और 10 पैकेट ले लिया, दैट मीन्स कि एक गुटखा ब्रांड पान मसाला अगर कोई भी बंदा 10 दिन 10 पैकेट खाता है तो उसको मुंह में वो टेस्ट जम जाता है। खाने का चीज ऐसे ही, कोई भी फूड आइटम अगर आप 10 दिन अगर कंटिन्यूस खाते हैं एक प्रोडक्ट, सो आपके मुंह में वो टेस्ट जम जाएगा, आप उसी ब्रांड को खाना पसंद करेंगे। ये था कंसेप्ट। इसमें एक चीज फायदा और हुआ था कि उसको जब तुरंत खा के अच्छा लगता है तो बोलेगा कि आज 10 रुपये में 5 पैकेट की जगह 10 पैकेट मिल रहा है, चलो ऐसे नहीं मिलेगा, मुझे 20 पैकेट दे दो, 40 पैकेट दे दो, उसे एडिशनल एक्स्ट्रा खरीदते थे, जो मतलब इमीडिएट टेस्ट में अच्छा लगता था, तो एक्स्ट्रा दुकानदार को एक्स्ट्रा सेल होता है और हमारे कंपनी का भी एक तुरंत कस्टमर बन जाता था। इमीडिएट सेल प्लस कस्टमर, इमीडिएटली आपको सेल भी कर रहे हो, एक परमानेंट कस्टमर भी बन रहा है। सो एक्टिविस्ट दिस ब्रांडिंग इज वेरी इफेक्टिव, बट इफ यू आर इनटू फूड ब्रांड, दिस इज easy to use this activist brand. So number 11 is a no brand branding. So that means brand ना करना भी एक branding है, but your product and service has to be in that level. No branding is of course I'll give you an example, live example. I have a travel company, Leisure Travels and Hospitality Private Limited. I started my company in the year 2010, and of course that time I was not about the no branding brand, but yes, I didn't have money to spend, so that is why maybe I use that method. So what happened, uh, I have a confidence about my service because I already had a 5 years experience that time in airlines and my tourism business, tourism services. So whenever customers come to me, customer used to be confidence. I have given that confidence that if you purchase a holiday package from me, if you are purchase foreign tour package from me, you can be very much confidence that you're dealing with a professional person who really knows what is the tourism is about. So first things I used to give confidence. People used to get the confidence because I had experience. तो दैट मीन्स आपके आप प्रोडक्ट में भी उस तरफ लेवल का कॉन्फिडेंस और दम होना चाहिए, तब इस मेथड को यूज कर सकते हैं। सेकेंड थिंग इज सिमिलरिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट। नो ब्रांडिंग कैसे बिकेगा? इफ यू हैव ऑलरेडी प्रोडक्ट इन द मार्केट, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एमएनसी कंपनी that time was my competitor actually. Know that SOTC, Thomas Cook, and Cox and King. These are the three multinational companies who have 100 years and 50 years experience in this business, ये लोग मेरा competition हुआ कर competitor हुआ करता था. So what happens in outbound business? I'll give you a little idea about what is outbound is. Outbound is from India to abroad. Indian people, whoever go for international tourists, that's called outbound tourism. So outbound में क्या होता है कि let's say you're buying package from my company, or you may be buying from Thomas Cook and other travel company. But the service you'll get in the foreign country, the service provider will be the same. Like the MNC company also tied up with these foreign local company to keep the service, and company like me, small company like us, the leisure travels, also tied up with the local company to give these services. So the product is same. Buy from me or buy from Thomas Cook, the product and service quality was same. So that is why what happens, the branded company they charge more because they have a very big marketing expenses. That time the MNC companies they used to give a full page advertisement in newspaper. They used to come give TV commercial in the TV and a lot of other marketing materials. So that is what their product costs become high because they spend a lot in the marketing. So they used to sell in a higher price. And company like me, I didn't spend a single penny for marketing. So I used to sell in a lower price because our buying price is same. I tie up with the same company, foreign company. They also tie up the same company. So our buying price was same, but selling price, my price was lesser than the MNC company. So it was the my positive point that I got opportunity to sell the same service in a lesser price. So by one, let's say starting with the one two, I still remember one customer who is still my customer. Is still my one of the best customer. He not only customer, he's become one of my best mentor and my best family members now. I maybe not share the name now. He was my first customer. I sell the first international package, first Dubai package to him. I used to sitting in the single room with a single table and chair. When he came to me and he have seen my office and he said he was very surprised that when I talk about my experience and the way I work, he was impressed and he purchased my package. Now, of course, it was almost 10 to 15% lesser than this other company's product. So once he come back, he was very happy and he talks about my service to everyone. And then the things started one by one. It was actually word of mouth. If you have a good product and you're selling in the lesser price, so people will talk about and you will get a marketing customers word of mouth. So that is how the branding things works. So I have talked about almost 11 methods in this marketing branding strategy. It is up to you which methods is fit for your business or services. It is you to decide. And of course, having 13 years of experience in different branding, sales and marketing, I also have a good ideas about the branding things. So if you want me to analyze your brands or your products and suggest a best method to uh, for branding so that you get a effective result and you get success in your business or personal goals, please do contact us. I, along with my team, definitely analyze and study your business or your brand or your products so that we can suggest a best method for your branding. And I am sure there will be a few things you can implement from my videos, or if you need anything to talk about anytime, you can contact us. My numbers is of course available in this my YouTube channel. I'll give my number again. It is 98540 One more time, 98540 So if you like my videos, please share with people, share with other colleagues, share with their friends and families, so that they may get little knowledge and they can take our service if they need it. And lastly, I'll say please subscribe my channel and show your love and encourage me to make such other videos, so that I get a positive feedback from people like you. And definitely I'll trying to my best to bring other knowledge, other segments as well. Let's say today I have talked about the branding. Maybe in my next videos I'll make a video of operational expertise, so how business should run, how business should operate in a professional manner, how your business should automate, so that you get time to develop or think about other things. So thank you so much once again, and please subscribe and click the bell button to so that you get a notification of my next video. Thank you so much.